Hey guys, how's it going? Glad you stopped by. It's time for dessert, right? So today, if you caught yesterday's video and made it to the end, I'm sorry about that 36-minute video, but I really wanted, if you've never made pie dough before or you're struggling with it, I hope that answered some of your questions. But that meatball pie was absolutely outstanding, and if you haven't checked out that video, you should, because you're missing out. That is one great dish. But anyhow, today we're going to make what's called a cruffin, and it's essentially a cookie and a muffin, is what it comes down to. And it only involves, technically it involves like a ton of ingredients, but in our case it only involves two, because we're going to use a pre-made pastry puff and a pre-made chocolate chip cookie dough. So there's really no fuss, no muss. We're getting a puff pastry, and we don't even have to make the cookie dough. This would be definitely something that if you wanted to make quick, just to have something to snack on, or if you have youngins that you want to get them involved in the kitchen, this would be a great way to do it and a tasty treat to have afterwards. If you're new to my channel, this is your first video, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you check out some of my other videos like that meatball pie and get something out of those. And if you're returning or one of our new subscribers, welcome back and thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comments always welcome. I answer 99.5% of all of them. Try for 100%, but I'm human. And all I ever ask is you be nice. It's okay to disagree with me or anybody else in the comments. Just think before you type. Yeah, I think that's it. There's really no measurements to give in this, but if there were, I would give them to you in tablespoons, teaspoons, cups, along with grams and milliliters. That way everybody can play along, but I think everybody can play along with this one. So why don't we head on down to the counter and we'll go ahead and get started on this little delightful wonder. Hold on for me 1 second. All right, we made it down here to the counter. First couple things we need to do before we get started is turn our oven on. We want to set it to 375, and then this makes a total of 16 of these. Each pastry puff, and you need two. It comes with a box of two, at least the ones at my store do. But you'll need two of these, and if you can find it, I just have one giant roll, a 30-ounce roll of chocolate chip cookie dough, and I just simply cut it in half because you're going to need 15 ounces per thing, or you can buy two individual 16-ounce packages and just do up one of these and have 8. I'm going to do all 16. You will need a couple of muffin tins, or at least one. And if you have non-stick muffin tins, I butter mine versus putting spray on them, because spray in the long run, see all that shenanigans? That's from spray. It bonds to whatever the non-stick is chemically while it's baking, and doesn't always want to come off. So I just went ahead and buttered mine. I have 2 muffin pans, and I buttered all 12 of these, and then I buttered 4 on the other pan. You will need at least 1 piece of parchment paper, your dough, your cookie dough, your puff pastry, and a rolling pin. Now, if you are familiar with my rolling pins, because I have a cheater pen, this usually has pieces on the end of it like this that allow me to go 1/8 of an inch. This is less than 1/8 of an inch, so I take them off. But we just want to simply give this a quick roll out to kind of get those creases out of there. And when we go to cut this, because we're going to cut it into stripes, we are going to, you want the stripes going left to right. Okay, so I lied. The creases are going to go up and down. So we got it rolled out a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is take our cookie dough, and we're going to leave about 1/4 of it behind. We're going to save that for something at the end. And then we're just going to take chunks of this, roll it into balls, kind of smash it flat, just like such, and we'll lay them on the part on the puff pastry. All right, we got our cookie dough on there, just like such. So now we're gonna cut this into 8 strips. And in order to do that, we're gonna cut it down the middle, just like such. And then, and you can use, and you could use a knife. I just happen to have a pizza cutter that's not a normal looking pizza cutter, and I'm using it. If you have a handle one or a regular knife, you can use that too. And then once I cut it in the middle, I'm gonna cut the middle of each half, just like that. And then I'll come over here and do this side. And then I'm gonna do the center of each of these. And that'll give us our 8 stripes. Okay, so we got it cut into 8 strips. Now I'm just gonna kind of move these a little more towards center, I think. It makes sense to me at any rate. Move that over towards the center some. I feel like I'm missing a piece, which is all right. We can just take some of this one, put it over there. That way everybody gets a little bit of cookie dough in its wake. Then we're just gonna take it and we're just gonna roll it up. Just basically, we're making cinnamon rolls out of puff pastry and chocolate chip cookie dough. And we'll roll it up just like that. And then we're gonna set it in our pre-done muffin tins there. All right, there we are, just like such. I think I went a little light on that one there, but that's all right. We're learning, right? So, last thing we need to do is go ahead and we're just gonna take like a teaspoon size bit of the dough ball, and we're just gonna put it on top, just like this. And then after this, I'm gonna go ahead and do up the other 8 real quick, and then we can get them in the oven and talk about how long to bake them for. All right, so we got all 16 in here, and I have learned that I cannot cut an even straight line to save my life. It's amazing I even work with wood at all, but I got all 16. That's the important thing, right? I think. So we're gonna go ahead and get these in the oven, and just like such. Now when you put 2 pans in the oven, make sure you put a little separation in between them. So that way the air can flow in between those pans, right? Because your air, even though this isn't a convection oven, so to speak, the air will still circulate as it rises through, and you want it to be able to get in between those pans so everything bakes evenly. Now we're gonna go ahead and set our timer, and we're gonna set it for 25 minutes and let those bake. And then it's 25 to 30 minutes is what it says. So we'll start at 25. And from what little bit there was on the recipe, I got this off of Tasty, their website. I'm a member of their website, but I got it off of there, and it was 25 to 30 minutes or until golden brown on top. No different than a cookie. Remember, we stuck cookie on top, so when that cookie looks done, I'm going to guess that that's when they'll be done. So when I get them out of the oven, we'll take a look at them and maybe try one. All right, hold on for me 1 second. Okay, so the timer just went off. We went 22 minutes, and we are a nice golden brown, and these things are crazy. I can tell the ones that maybe got a little too big, and ones that turned out just about perfect. But they were so easy and fun to make. Okay, so future note, because I will be making these again, they were way too fun. Make sure you get your cookie dough in the center. See how I'm offset and offset? But other than that, I really think they look great. But that right there should be how they look. And see how they got a nice golden brown, the top cookie does? That's what we were looking for. So we know they're in good shape. Here, I'll show you the other 4 because they look a lot better. I think, well, they look more consistent at any rate. But I think for the first go around on what was a quick fast treat, I think these were amazing. I absolutely. So we're gonna let those cool for about 10 minutes in the pan. We're just gonna leave them sit in the pan and cool for 10 minutes, and then we can take them out and serve them. While those are cooling, I want to talk for a second. I got really kind of a cool story, but it's kind of a sad story. So, in the short time that I have had the bakery and been doing it with any kind of official title, I have had one really, what I felt was important thing that I had done as far as baking went. Because when my friend JW got married, him and his wife had asked me to make their wedding cake, and I swore up and down that I would never ever make a wedding cake, but I did. And I thought to myself, that is something that is so important. You know, I mean, not only is that their special, their forever day, but the cake is such an important part of that it made me so nervous to do something that important. Well, then, about 4 days ago, a family member of ours who has been battling Lou Gehrig's for a minute now has finally come to near the end of her battle. And Chris and her sister went over to visit her, because she's in hospice, and she told them that one of the things she really wanted before her time comes was a pie. One of my pies. And that is hands down probably the most special thing that I've ever had the privilege of doing. She is an absolutely wonderful woman who has brought a smile and a giggle to so many people in her lifetime that it's just amazing. So I got done making the pie today, and I mean, it's just a peach pie, but it is probably the most special one I've ever made. And that's just awesome. All right, so our 10 minutes is up. I apologize for my little breakdown. It just struck me a little rough. But anyhow, we're gonna move on and celebrate the day. So our Cruffins have been 10 minutes. We got one thing left to do. I'm so excited to try one of these. I'd never even heard of them, let alone try them. I've got a little bit of powdered sugar here in a duster, and I'm just gonna throw some powdered sugar on top of these, just like such. Got our powdered sugar on there. I think these things look just absolutely amazing. Look at those. Are those not just beautiful? And so easy, so easy. So now we will take this wondrous piece of equipment here, and we are going to give it a try, because why not? Right? Let's see how a puff pastry and a cookie taste together. That's really good. It's such a unique taste. You've got
Daddy.
Flaky crunchy. You've got chewy because the cookie's still warm. You got that little bit of crispness on top of a good crisp cookie on top. The powdered sugar adds a little extra. That's really good and fun. Mm-hmm. Those are really good. Hands down. I could eat a dozen of those myself. Now, sorry, I was getting the rest of the cookie out of my, off the roof of my mouth. Yeah, for sure give these a try. Let me know if you do. And I don't think you'll go wrong with them at all. Now, like I said, it's only 2 ingredients. It's something that you and Like if you have youngins or grandchildren or that come over, or you know, you want to introduce somebody to baking, or you just want a quick treat, these would be well worth it. And I mean, you don't have to necessarily use a chocolate chip cookie. You can use any ready-made cookie dough, or if you're feeling, you know, the gumption, you can make your own cookie dough. But I don't think I would with these, just because it's something that's supposed to be quick, easy, and fun and relaxing, and you need that. I mean, over the last few weeks now, we've done cheesecakes and, you know, cakes and pies and things like that. We've done stuff that's been a little challenging, so why not do something easy, right? You know, we just got done with a mint chocolate cheesecake last week, and you know, as easy as that was for cheesecake, it's still a bit of, it's not 2 ingredients. But anyhow, let me know if you do that in the comments below or on Facebook, either one. This Saturday we're gonna do some canning. I want to do pie fillings this week. I just don't know what flavor, but it'll either be blueberry, blackberry, or yeah, it'll probably be one of those two. Those are hands down my 2 favorite pies, and as far as fruit pies go, I like them all, but those are my 2 favorite. And I just recently found out that you can can all fruit fillings. I've been doing apple forever. I have a video on it in the canning playlist that's available if you'd like to look into that one. But why not, let's try blueberry or blackberry, one of the 2, but it'll be one of those 2. So anyhow, until Saturday for a little bit of canning adventures, I love you. I love you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Tell somebody else that you love them and love them very much. They may need to hear it. It's going to make them feel a whole lot better and smile. It's going to make you smile and feel good to tell them. And if you make them some of these chocolate chip crumpins, I guarantee they are going to smile ear to ear, and there's going to be an afternoon of good conversation. Big glass of milk, a couple of these, and a whole lot of conversation. So till Saturday for some canning, I love you, and I'll see you then. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.